Namaste, my dear friends. Referring to you now, our Indirect Taxation Section B, CMA Inter. From our study material, I am going to refer all multiple choice questions, which is very important from the exam point of view. 15 marks you will definitely can expect from this particular MCQs. And nowadays, examiner is asking from our study material, paper number 7, Indirect Taxation Section B, MCQs, which are as follows, one by one. Let's start now. Question number 1. Who is empowered to make law for matters containing in list 2 of Schedule 7 of the Constitution of India? List 2 is state levies. Here, A. State government, B. Central government, C. Both central and state government, D. None of the above. Here, list 2 belongs to state levies. Therefore, the right answer here is answer A is the right answer. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Further moving. Point number 2. Power to make laws with respect to goods and services tax has been given by the Constitution wide article 246 capital A of the Constitution of India, given the power to the central government, state government to levy GST on all taxable supply of goods as well as services. If so, the right answer here is, for the question number 2, answer is B is the right answer. Further referring here, point number 3, indirect tax is regressive nature, progressive nature, supervisory in nature, none of the above. As you are aware of that, the rate of taxes of indirect taxes increases, revenue to the government is decreases. As a result, indirect taxes nature regressive in nature. Therefore, for the given question number 3, the right answer here is A is the right answer, regressive nature. Further referring to you, my dear friends, point number 4, one of the following is not an example of indirect types. What is not an indirect type tax? Here, A. GST, of course, indirect tax. B. Custom duty, indirect tax. C. Income tax, which is a direct tax, which is not indirect tax. They are asking what is not indirect tax. So the right answer here is income tax is not indirect tax. Answer C is the right answer for the question number 4. Moving on to question number 5. In case of indirect tax, impact and incidence of the tax fall on A. one person, B. different persons, C. state government, D. none of the above. As you are aware of that, sufferer of the tax and payer of the tax not one and same in the case of indirect taxes. Liable to pay tax by supplier, sufferer of the tax is the recipient. So impact on one head, incidence of tax on the other head. Therefore, here point number B, different persons is the right answer. Answer here, point number B is the right answer. Point number 6, levy of indirect tax on goods and services may lead to what type of thing? Is it inflation nature? B. deflation? C. reflection? D. none of the above. Levy of indirect tax, what is going to happen? No, sir. The cost of the commodities as well as services is going to increase, which causes inflation, meaning thereby, if you are buying previously for 100 rupees one pen, because of indirect taxes increases, today same pen we are going to pay for 110 rupees. That means more price we are paying for the same commodity is called inflation. Indirect taxes leads to inflation. So right answer, point number 6 here is inflation. Answer A is the right answer. Further referring to you, my dear friends, question number 7. Levy and collection of central indirect tax are dealt by CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes, B. CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes, C. NIC, D. UGC. So here indirect taxes, central taxes is administered. I mean to say the levy and collection is dealt by the CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. The right answer here is A. A is the right answer. Point number 8. In pre-GST regime, excise duty has been levied by dash government, whereas value added tax has been levied by dash state government on goods. Simple, my dear sir. On account of manufacture, prior to the GST law, central excise duty will be levied by the central government. So central government here, central. Simple, I can say here in the fill in the blank, central. Then on account of selling of the goods, value added tax, VAT levied by the state government. So here VAT levied by state government on account of sale of that goods. That means to say that here I can simplify manner to say that central VAT levied by state. So in that case, central and state, right answer. Here the first answer A, central and state, that itself is the right answer. First central followed by state in the given case to fill the blank. If that is the case, my dear sir, in the exam point of view, if you are very much clear and aware of that, the first multiple choice questions, first A, B, C, D, first one itself is the right answer, not required to read the B, C and D. Thereby you can save the time in the exam. Further, my dear friends, question number 9. Cascading effect of tax means what? A number of times we discussed it. Tax on tax. Tax on tax. You are aware of that, no, my dear? So here answer A is tax on goods, B tax on services, C tax on tax, D none of the above. The right answer here is C, tax on tax is the right answer. Further, point number 10. Who is empowered to make law for matters containing in list 1, schedule 7th of the Constitution of India? Central government only levy as per this list 1, central government levy, list 2, state government levy, list 3, concurrent levy, central and state both can be levied. So in the given case, A, B, C, D, A state government, B central government, C both central and state government, D none of the above. The right answer is list 1 is belongs to central government levies. Therefore here question number 10 answer is B. B is the right answer. Further, my dear sir, question number 11. When did GST come into effect in India? Came into effect in India is what? From 1st July 2017, which we used to call as appointed day. Am I right? So in the case A, B, C, D, A is 30th of June. It is not so. 1st April not so. 1st January not so. The right answer is D. 1st July 2017 is the right answer. Further, question number 12 referring here, my dear sir. The item which will be taxable both under the central excise law and new GST even after the implementation of the GST Act. Motor spirit yet to levy GST. Alcohol liquor for human consumption outside the GST. Tobacco and tobacco products. On account of manufacture, central excise duty. On account of sale, GST will attract. As a result, answer here is point number C. D is considered, my dear sir. D is natural gas. Yet to levy the GST. Therefore, the right answer here is central government, state government both can be levied the tax on a particular product called as tobacco and tobacco products. On account of manufacture, central excise duty. On account of sale, GST will apply in the given case. Further, my dear sir, question number 13. Aggregate turnover limit for opting compounding scheme. Here's a tricky question it is. A, B, C, D. A is 50 lakhs, B 6 lakhs, C 1 crore, D 1.5 crore. Sir, Can I go for 1.5 crore for composition scheme? For whom 1.5 crore? For a manufacturer, for a trader, for a restaurant fellow. Have they said manufacturer, trader, restaurant? Have they said? No. If you assume, if a manufacturer, for few states 75 lakhs, which is not given here. Therefore, it is risky for us to consider this particular 1.5 crore. Safely you can go with all over India, wherever you are maybe, as long as a service provider, your aggregate turnover should not exceed 50 lakhs, whatever may be the state or UT you belongs, all over India, being a supplier of service other than restaurant service. In that case, the appropriate, more suitable answer here is point number A. Question number 13, point number A is the right answer, 50 lakhs. Suitable answer. Most appropriate answer. Further, my dear friends, question number 14. The tax applicable to interstate supply will be interstate supply. IGST will be applied. Integrated goods and service tax. Here, A, CGST only. B, SGST only. B, CGST only. C, IGST only. D, CGST, IGST. In the given case, straight away you can say easiest question is the right answer C. Therefore, IGST will apply for the interstate supply. Question number 15. The recommendation of the GST Council will be, on account of recommendation of the GST Council, the provisions, amendments, exemptions, thresholds will be implemented in India by the government by issue notification. So, they are the advisory mentor to the GST. Therefore, here A, mandatory, B, only advisory power, C, mandatory and sometimes advisory, D, mandatory and the state only. The most appropriate answer here is B. It is only advisory power. Question number 16. State various types of supplies covered under the scope of supply. State various types of supplies covered under the scope of supply. In the given case, what is the services or what is the supplies will cover under the scope of supply? A, supplies made with consideration will cover. B, supplies made without consideration also will cover under the scope of supply if the transaction falls under the Schedule 1 of the CGST Act. You are aware of that. See, both of the above. D, none of the above. The right answer is A and B together right answer. So, C, both of the above. The right answer is C. C is the right answer for the given case. Question number 17. State factors differentiating composite supply and mixed supply. Composite supply, the principal supply. Mixed supply, the highest rate apply is going to apply for the mixed supply, entire supply. In the given case, A, nature of bonding, that is artificial or natural. B, existence of principal supply. C, both of the above. D, none of the above. So, both of the above. Nature of bonding, namely artificial or natural. Also, which is come under the composite. Existence of principal supply in it will be the predominant element. Therefore, the right answer here is point number C. Both of the above is going to be considered as a most appropriate answer for the given question. Question number 18. Whether alcohol liquor for industrial or other uses is taxable under GST? As you are aware of that, my dear friends, alcoholic liquor meant for human consumption. Repeating, alcoholic liquor meant for human consumption, which is in the given case not a taxable supply. As aware of that, Article 366, Sub-Article 12, capital very clearly says alcoholic liquor meant for human consumption, which is outside the scope of the GST law. But this fellow is asking what? Whether alcoholic liquor for industrial and other usage is a taxable under GST? Yes, obviously taxable. So answer A, no, B, yes, C, exempted, D, none, not taxable. The most appropriate answer here is the GST will attract for the liquor which is used by industries or for direct consumption by industries, meaning thereby not meant for human consumption, then alcoholic liquor not meant for human consumption is goods. Alcoholic liquor meant for human consumption, non-taxable goods. Here the alcoholic liquor using for industrial usage, in that case the liquor using some ingredients of liquor for manufacturing of medicine as a part of for which supplied, in that case yes is taxable under the GST. Right answer is B, yes is taxable under GST. Question number 19. Who is the chairman and head of the GST council meeting? As you are aware of that, the union finance minister is the chairperson. He is the head of the GST council. In that case, prime minister no, president also no, A, B not so. C, union finance minister is the right answer. Then point number D not required to read. Reason, right answer we got here, point number C. Further, question number 20. Which of the following shall not be treated as supply? Rental, supply of service. Lease, supply of service. Actionable claims, supply excludes, which is not a supply. D, license, supply. Therefore, right answer here is C for the given question. Question number 21. Which of the following activities shall be treated neither as a supply of goods nor supply of services? Which are the following? Neither goods nor services. That is important to note. 1. Permanent transfer of business assets where the input tax credit has been availed. In that case, my dear friends, is supply. So it is not right answer. B. Temporary transfer of intellectual property right, supply of service. It is not the correct one in our given case. Point number 3. Transportation of deceased, which is supply excludes, neither goods nor services. 4. Services by an employee to the employer in the course of employment is also supply excludes under Schedule 3. In that case, point number 3 and point number 4 is neither goods nor services. In that case, right answer is combination A, not so, B, not so, C also not so. Point number D, 3 and 4 is the neither supply of goods nor supply of services. Therefore, the right answer is D. Question number 22, reading as follows. Which of the following activities is a supply of service? 1. Transfer of right in goods or in undivided share in goods without transfer of title in goods. Transfer of right in goods or undivided share in goods without transfer of title in goods is a supply of service. Point number 2. Transfer of title in goods, supply of goods. 3. Transfer of title in goods under an agreement which stipulates that property shall be at a future date upon payment of full consideration as agreed. Property will transfer, shall be transferred in future date. In that case, supply of goods. So what is supply of services here? Only the first point is the supply of service, where right to use only transferred but right to own not transferred. Therefore, the right answer is A. If A is the first point, absolutely correct answer. Point number B, point number C, point number D not required to read and waste your valuable time in the exam hall. Got the clarity? Further, question number 23 I am referring. Question number 23. Which of the following statement is true under the GST law? A. grandparents are never considered as related persons to their grandson or granddaughter. Sorry, it is not a correct. They're asking you have to identify true statement is incorrect statement. Point number A. Point number B. Grandparents are always considered as a related persons to their grandson or granddaughter. Sorry, is also be not true. Reason, they should be wholly or mainly depending on such person. Then only they are the what we can call the right correct answer. Here, simply parents, the grandparents are always considered as a real person. Not so, unless they are depending on the such person. So, point number A, point number B, not true. Point number C, grandparents are considered as related persons to their grandson or granddaughter only if they are wholly dependent on their grandson or on their granddaughter. In that case, it is the true. Is the right answer. Is the true. Point number D. Grandparents are considered as related persons to their grandson or granddaughter only if they are not dependent on their grandson or granddaughter. Sorry. In that case, who is a related person? Means in the given case, generally we know that spouse and their children and parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, who are wholly or mainly dependent on such person, then we call related persons. So the right answer is only the C. C is the right answer. Is it true? Question number 24. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption is subject to state excise duty. Obviously, alcohol liquor for human consumption is state excise duty will attract. Central sales tax, value added tax, no. Of course, no means what? On account of a sale, on account of sale, central sales tax or value tax also will attract. On account of manufacture, they are asking here commonly, alcoholic liquor for human consumption is subject to A. State excise duty, B. Central sales tax or value added tax, C. Both A and B, D. GST as 5%. Now, on account of manufacture of alcohol liquor meant for human consumption, state excise duty will attract. Yes, state excise will attract. On account of sale of that particular product, interstate CST, central sales tax will attract. Intrastate value added tax will attract. Therefore, A and B both will attract for the alcohol liquor meant for human consumption. So the right answer is B. Namely, both A and B is applicable here. So right answer is C in the given case. Question number 25 from the basic concepts of our study material, Indirect Taxation, paper number 7, section B. Last question I am referring here, question number 25. Which of the following is not considered as goods under the CGST Act? 1. 10 paise coin having sale value of 100, numismatic value, which is not a legal tender. What is not a legal tender is goods. They are asking what is not goods. So, point number 2, share of unlisted company shares, neither goods nor services. So, not considered as goods. Point number 2 is not considered as goods. Lottery is goods. Come under the term actionable claims. Under the section 2, section 50 of the CGST, goods includes actionable claims. Lottery, betting, gambling, horse racing, casino, online money gaming will come into picture. In that case is goods. So what is not goods? Shares of unlisted company. Point number 2 is the right answer. So question number 25 B, point number 2 here, shares of unlisted company not goods is the right answer. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Furthermore, referring, my dear friends, question number 1 here. What is the maximum rate of tax under the CGST Act? They given A, B, C, D. A 12%, B 28%, C 20%, D 18%. My dear friends, is a tricky question. We attempt to answer question in the given question number 1, point number B 28%. That is a not a correct answer as per the expectation of the examiner. Why means, dear friends, I will tell you, we have CGST Act. Under that, there is a section 9, subsection 1 of the CGST, which talks about the rate of CGST should not exceed 20%. That means maximum amount of slab prescribed under the CGST Act, CGST rate is 20%. So government, upon the recommendation of GST Council, can levy the CGST within that slab limit of 20%. So the right answer here is answer C. The maximum rate of CGST is 20%. The right answer here is C. Question number 2. The rate of tax shall be notified under the CGST Act by A. Central government suo motu, B. State government suo motu, C. GST Council suo motu, D. Central government as per the recommendation of the GST Council. Yes, upon the recommendation of the GST Council, central government will notify the rate of tax. Therefore, the right answer for the question number 2 here is D. Is the right answer. Question number 3. Name the tax that will be levied on imports. As you are aware of that, import or export will be considered as interstate supply, cross-border transactions, integrated goods and services tax, namely IGST will apply. Therefore, answer to here, not A, not B, C is the right answer, IGST, not the D. Further, question number 4. Identify from the following services which are covered under the reverse charge mechanism, section 9(3) of the CGST Act, where the recipient is liable to pay GST. As we discussed in the regular classes, legal consultancy, namely advocate services, falls under the RCM. Goods transport agency will come under the RCM. Manpower supply is different from security services, therefore it is under the FCM. Rent a cab, generally it is under FCM unless is a renting of a motor vehicle designed to carry passengers, where some conditions are there, that time only is RCM. Generally otherwise no. In the given case, what are the services come under RCM? A, the first point, 1, legal consultancy, 2, goods transport agency. 1 and 2, where is matching? 1 and 2 is point number C. The right answer is C. Further, my dear friends, question number 5. Goods transport agency services provided to an individual not registered with GST and not a business entity. In this case, who is liable to pay GST? Generally, my dear friends, in that case, it is exempted supply amount. No one liable to pay GST. Not a supplier, not a recipient, not both. None of the above I will consider as the right answer in the given case. But in our study material, the as the type here is as supplier liable to pay GST. It is not appropriate answer as per my best of knowledge. In the given case, I will consider this as exempted supply. GTA provide these services to an unregistered individual, which is not taxable supply. Further, my dear friends, question number 6. Sponsorship service provided by Mr. X to XY Limited. In this case, who is liable to pay? Who is liable to pay GST? Who is liable to pay GST? Namely, in the given case, Mr. X liable to pay GST, XY Limited liable to pay GST. Both are none of the above. So individual provide the sponsorship services to XY Limited, a body corporate. So XY Limited liable to pay GST. Namely, point number B is the right answer in the given case. Question number 7. Services by an insurance agent to ABC Insurance Company Limited, who is liable to pay GST, being a recipient insurance company liable to pay GST. Here the typographical error is there. A, ABC Insurance Company, B also ABC Insurance Company they mentioned. So here, so anyone you can consider, I will take B as answer. It is repetition, is a repetition. So one you can consider the recipient liable to pay GST in the given case. Question number 8. Sitting fee received by director or XY Limited, who is liable to pay GST. The director sitting fee supplier is a director, recipient is a XY Limited. Therefore, the person in the given case who is liable to pay GST in the given case here is the sitting fee is liable to pay by whom? By the XY Limited. But unfortunately, in the given case, properly not sentenced this one. Sitting fee received by director from XY Limited, who is liable to pay GST. In the given case, XY liable to pay GST, but here also typographical error taken place. Therefore, XY Limited is liable to pay GST. The right answer here is B. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Further, question number 9. A lottery procured from state government by a lottery distributor, who is liable to pay GST. The distributor of lottery is liable to pay GST under RCM. Therefore, lottery distributor is the right answer. The answer point number is the right answer. Point number A is the right answer. As I told you, B, C and D not required to read. You save the time. Therefore, right answer here is A. Further, question number 10. In case of special category states, for a registered person, threshold limit of turnover in the preceding financial year for opting composition scheme shall not exceed 75 lakhs. Point number C. Directly you can knock the door of right answer is 75 lakhs. Question number 11. In case of manufacturer except ice cream, pan masala, tobacco, for whom concessional rate of applicable under composition scheme is what rate? 2.5% or 0.5%, 1%? No composition for manufacturer. Composition of manufacturer is applicable. In that case, here 0.5% is the answer, appropriate answer as per CGST. So the right answer is B. Next, you can also say, sir, 1% can I consider? 1%, there is no such a rate for composition scheme. 0.5% CGST, 0.5% just you have to say. By clubbing both, you cannot say 1%. Such a rate not there for composition scheme. By lucid manner, you say 0.5% CGST, 0.5% GST together is 1%. You can say, but there is no such a percentage for composition scheme in the law. Therefore, appropriate answer 0.5% in the given case. Question number 12. Mr. Madhavan, a trader in Alappuzha, means what? Alapi, a best place in our state of Kerala, known for snake boat race annually conducting. So is a famous Alapi. Is located in the state of Kerala. So Mr. Madhavan, a trader of Alappuzha, namely Alapi, has opted for composition scheme. Identify percentage of total GST payable by him. So in the state of Kerala, CGST 0.5%, SGST 0.5%. Right answer, first answer is right answer, being a trader. So answer number A is the right answer, is A is the answer. Question number 12, point number A is the right answer. Referring to the question number 13. The registered person who effects interstate outward supply is eligible to opt for composition scheme? No. Interstate outward supply disqualified from composition scheme. The right answer is B. Question number 14. Whether a registered person under composition scheme shall claim input tax credit? Obviously not. Obviously not. So not eligible for composition scheme. Point number B is the right answer. Straight away you are looking answer is correct. Then you consider this. Rest of the things not required to read and waste your valuable time in the exam point of view. I'm telling you. If you damn sure the right answer is B, no need to refer the other points. Question number 15. Referring question number 15. X and company, a supplier registered under the GST in Meghalaya, wants to opt for composition levy. The aggregate turnover limit for composition scheme for him is what? Should not exceed 75 lakhs. As you are aware of that. So the right answer here is B, because he is what? Supplier registered in Meghalaya wants to opt for composition scheme. Now, you may argue with me, sir, if a supplier of service, X&N company is a supplier of service, then 50 lakhs. But here 50 lakhs not a relevant appropriate answer. Reason, as a the question here asked is X&N company located in the state of Meghalaya, meaning special category state where the turnover should not exceed 75 lakhs. So that is more relevant answer here is point number B, not exceed 75 lakhs, being a trader, manufacturer or restaurant service provider. From that context only is relevant. The right answer is B in the given case. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Furthermore, continuing, my dear friends, question number 1. Identify correct statement. A. Enter income of any trust is exempt from GST. B. Enter income of a registered trust is exempt from GST. C. Income from specified identified charitable activities of a trust are exempt from GST. D. Income from specified or identified charitable activities of a registered trust are exempt from GST. The most appropriate answer in the given case is point number D is the right answer. Question number 2. Services by way of dash to a single residential unit is exempt. Services by way of pure labor contract to a single residential unit is exempt. So right answer here is point number A is the right answer here in the given case, point number 2. Further, referring to here, question number 3. Services by a hotel, inn, guest house, club or campsite for residential lodging purposes having declared tariff of a unit accommodation below of what? Below of 1000 also be now taxable. But this question is incompletely mentioned. Therefore, I am just fulfilling by editing this question. Question number 3. Service by a hotel, inn, guest house and all having declared tariff of a unit accommodation below dash is taxable. That means even below rupees 1000 is taxable. I will say that here by saying that even below dash is taxable, because even declared tariff value even less than rupees 1000 now taxable because the amendment taken place. Therefore, in the given case, even below even 1000 rupees is now taxable is the meaning of it. Since the question is incomplete, I have been fulfilled with the latest amendment. Further, question number 4. Transportation of passengers with or without accompaniment belonging by dash are exempt by air conditioned stage carriage, air conditioned contract carriage, see non air conditioned contract carriage, all the above. Only point number C is the right answer. Which is exempted means non-air conditioned contract carriers only exempted in the given case. Question number 5. Identify from the following which is exempt with respect to transportation of goods. Here they given A, goods transport agency or courier agency. B, inland waterways. An aircraft from a place outside India up to the custom station of clearance India. All the above. So here, with my best of knowledge, need some correction in the given question. Identify the following which is exempt with respect to transportation of goods. Generally refer inland waterways, transportation of goods is exempted. An aircraft from a place outside India up to the customs station of clearances in India also be exempted. There are two are exempted. A, goods transport agency or courier is not exempted. Therefore, I will refer here question number 5. Identify from the following which is, instead of exempt, I will say which is taxable with respect to transportation of goods means answer A. Goods transport agency services or courier agency is taxable is the right answer, I will say. Further, question number 6. Transportation by dash of agricultural produce, milk, salt and food grains including flour, pulses and rice, relief material meant for of victims of natural man-made disasters are exempt. So, transportation by goods transport agency, by rail within India, by vessel within India. D, all the above, all the above. These goods are transport either by rail, by vessel, by road in a vehicle GTA, all exempted. Question number 7. Which of the following is exempt? A, services by way of loading, unloading, packing, warehousing of rice. Yes, is exempted. B, services by way of loading and unloading of jute, which is taxable. C, service by way of packing and storage of warehousing of rubber, taxable. None of the above. The right answer here is which is exempted means answer A is the right answer. Question number 8. Which of the following services is not eligible for exemption? Healthcare services to human being by authorized medical practitioner, exempt actually. They are asking not eligible for exemption. B, healthcare services to animals or birds also exempted. Slaughtering of animals. Now, slaughtering of animals is taxable, sir. Exemption has been withdrawn. Rearing of horses also is a taxable. Rearing of horses also taxable. There are two things are taxable. But answer says point number D only is exempted. But point number C, slaughtering of animals was exempted. Now it is taxable. Exemption has been withdrawn. So accordingly, the question will be going to come in the examination. You can answer it. So what is the right answer in the given case? Question number 8. Question number 8 here is not eligible for exemption is C and D. Both are not exempted. Question number 9. Services by educational institution is not exempted if services are to any common man, its own students or faculty staff. C, both A and B. D, none of the above. Sir, the question required here little bit change. Services by education institution is exempted if the service are to its own students, faculty, staff. The right answer here is B. If the question has been corrected, services by education institution is exempted if the services are provided to their own students, staff, faculty. So, slight correction required in the question, which I did so. Further, my dear friends, question number 10. Which of the following supply of services are exempt under GST? Testing of agricultural produce, yes, exempted. Supply of farm labor, exempted. Warehousing of agricultural produce, also exempted. All the three are exempted. So the right answer is D. Question number 10, right answer is D. 1, 2 and 3 are exempted. Question number 7. Services by way of transportation of by rail from Chennai to Gujarat is exempt for GST. 1. Pulses, military equipment, electric equipment, jaggery. Sir, in the given case, transportation by rail, pulses, yes, exempted. Military equipment is exempted. Electric equipment, taxable. Jaggery actually was exempted, now it became taxable. Because they said here transportation of milk, salt, food grains, which includes flour, pulses and rice. Jaggery not there. It was there exemption, now exemption not there. Therefore taxable. In the given case, the question here is services by way of transportation by rail from Chennai to Gujarat is exempt if pulses transported. Military equipment transport also exempted. Electric equipment taxable. Jaggery taxable. In that case, which is the exemption? 1 and 2, where is matching 1 and 2? Here nowhere 1 and 2 is matching because this question was prepared with the old provision. Therefore, the right answer here is point number 1 and point number 2 from the exam point of view. Further, services by way of admission to dash is not exempt from GST. Admission to museum is exempt. National park exempt. Tiger reserve also exempt irrespective of the value. Recognized sporting event where the admission ticket cost 600 per person is taxable. Why? More than 500 rupees per person is taxable. Therefore, right answer here is D. D is the answer, not exempted. Further, question number 13. Warehousing services of its exempt from GST. Warehousing of its. What is that warehousing? Rice. Warehousing of rice exempt. Minor forest produce exempt. But here it is exempt, rice exempt, minor forest produce exempt. But jaggery taxable, coffee taxable. Now 1 and 2 where is matching? Nowhere is matching. Therefore, as per the latest provision, 1 and 2 is the only right answer in the given case. Warehousing of rice exempt. Warehousing of minor forest produce is exempt. Jaggery and coffee is presently taxable. Amendment taken place. Further, question number 14. Which of the following is treated as exempt supply under the CGST Act? Sale of liquor, of course, non-taxable. We can also say not taxable. Supply of healthcare service exempt, by hospital exempt. Transmission of electricity by electricity, transmission utility. All the three are exempt. Though it may be non-taxable, it is a non-taxable. Exempted supply includes non-taxable. Therefore, question number 1, point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, all the three are exempted. Therefore, question number D, right answer. 1, 2 and 3 is the right answer. Then, question number 15. Which of the following is recognized system of medicine for the purpose of exemption for healthcare services. Which of the following is a recognized system of medicine? What are they? You know, allopathy, Unani, Siddha, Yoga, homeopathy, Ayurveda. These are all recognized system of medicine. Here, allopathy means English medicine. Unani, Siddha, all the three are recognized system of medicine. Therefore, qualify from exemption. In that case, question number here, point number D, right answer. 1, 2, 3, all the three is the exempt supply. Because recognized system of medicine it is. Is clear, my dear friends? Further referring, my dear friends, question number 1. Time of supply of goods under the CGST Act. For supply of goods, my dear, you have to understand, supply of goods, forward charge apply, date of invoice or date of dispatch of the goods, whichever is earlier, not the payment. Payment is not relevant for supply of goods, forward charge apply. Therefore, in the given case here is date of issue of invoice A, date of dispatch of the goods C, A or C, whichever is earlier of the A or C is the right answer. Date of payment cannot be considered here for time of supply purpose. Further, point number 2, date of receipt of payment means date of entry in the books, date of payment credited in the bank account, whichever is earlier, A or B, earlier of A or B. Point number D, date of file return. So here, date of entry in the books or date of payment credited in the bank account, whichever is earlier. So the payment here is earlier of A or B. Answer is C. Question number 3. The date of receipt of consideration by the supplier determined based on A, date on which the receipt of payment is entered in the books of account. B, date on which the receipt of payment is credited in the bank account. C, earlier of A or B. D, A or B, whichever is later. Later not applicable here. Earlier only, A or B. So the right answer is C, A or B. Earlier of A or B is the right answer. Is the date of receipt of consideration. Question number 4. The time of supply of service in case of reverse charge mechanism. Supply of service, reverse charge. Date of payment entered in the books of accounts of the recipient. B, date immediately following 60 days from the date of issue of invoice. C, date of issue of invoice. D, earlier of A or B. Earlier of A or B. Point number D is the right answer. Question number 5. The value of supply of goods and services shall be transaction value, MRP value, market value, none of the above. Transaction value is the value subject to GST. Right answer here is A. Point number 6. Place of supply in case of installation of elevator is where the movement of elevator commences from supplier place. B, where the delivery of elevator is taken. C, where the installation of elevator is made. D, where the address of the recipient is mentioned in the delivery challan. Right answer is where the installation taken place. Elevator is made. Installation of elevator is made. Right answer, point number C. Question number 7. A real estate agent in Delhi charges brokerage fee to company A located in Chandigarh for assistance in getting a commercial property in Kolkata. Which is the place of supply in the case? In the case of supply directly in relation to immobile property, directly related to immobile property as per section 12, subsection 3, class A of the IGST Act, where the property is located or where the property intended to be located. If it's outside India, then location of the recipient. In the given case, property located in India only, namely Kolkata. Place of supply goes to Kolkata. So where is the Kolkata here? Point number C. Yes, is the right answer. Question number 8. Which of the following transaction in interstate supply of goods involving movement of the goods? which of the following transaction in interstate supply of goods involves movement of the goods? A. Location of supplier is in Bangalore and location of recipient is in Mumbai. So location of supplier in Bangalore, location of recipient Mumbai. Point number B, location of supplier is in Bangalore and the place of supply is Mumbai. So the movement of the goods moving. So the termination of the goods where taken place Mumbai. In that case, goods moved from Bangalore and ends at Mumbai. Therefore, here point number B is the term considered as involving movement of the goods. See here, location of recipient, supplier and place of supply in Bangalore. It is not so. D, none of the above. So the right answer here is goods moved from Bangalore and destinated to Mumbai, where the delivery of the goods taken place. Therefore, it is a movement of the goods. Right answer B. So question number 9. Supply of goods in the course of import into the territory of India is supply of the goods in the course of import. Import means what? Interstate supply. It is interstate supply. So right answer here is B is the right answer. Further, question number 10. Zero rated supply includes export of goods and services. Yes. Supply of goods and services to special economic zone or special economic zone unit, special economic zone developer or special economic zone unit. Also be, yes, it is zero rated supply because SEZ located physically in India, technically outside India. Therefore, we called unit of SEZ is a separate island within the territory of India. Supply to SEZ is export. Will apply zero rated supply. Zero rated will apply. So A and B are exports, zero rated supply. C, supply of goods and services by special economic zone developer or unit. It is the import of goods. So they're asking what rate zero rated supply includes. A, export of goods and services. B, supply of goods and services to SEZ developer or unit is zero rated supply. So answer D. Both A and B is the right answer. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Further referring to you, my dear friends. Question number 1. Definition of inputs includes capital goods. Absolutely not. Inputs different, capital goods different. If so, the right answer is A, B, C, D are there. A is yes, B is no, C says certain capital goods only, D none of the above. Here right answer is point number B. No. Inputs includes capital goods. No. The right answer here is B. As you are aware of that, section 2, subsection 59 of the CGST talks about input goods. Input goods means other than capital goods. Then what do you mean by capital goods? As defined under section 2, subsection 19 of the CGST Act, capital goods means the value of which is capitalized in the books of accounts by the person availing the input tax credit and using in the course or furtherance of his business. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Further referring here. Furthermore referring here, my dear friends. Point number 2. To claim ITC and capital goods, it is mandatory to capitalize the goods in the books of accounts. Of course, capital goods, just I told you, as defined in section 2, subsection 19, the value of which should be capitalized. Then only called capital goods. The right answer is A, B, C, D is there. A is yes, B is no, C optional, D none of the above. Right answer here is A is the right answer. Because the capital goods means the value of which should be capitalized in the books of accounts. Then only called capital goods. So yes, answer to question number 2 is point number A. Yes is answer. Question number 3, reading as follows. Under section 16 subsection 2 of the CGST Act, how many conditions are to be fulfilled for the entitlement of credit? Of course, all the conditions. Section 2, section 16, subsection 2, class A, class AA, class BA, class C, class D, class, all these classes should be satisfied. What are they? There must be receipt of the goods or services. There must be possession of tax invoice. There must be credit as per the GST to be returned. The supplier should make the payment to department. The recipient should file the return for availing ITC. All these conditions satisfy, then only can avail the ITC. So here first answer, point number A, all the conditions, that itself the right answer. As I told you, further not required to read and waste our valuable time in the exam point of view. Therefore, right answer here is for question number 3A. Point number 4, input tax credit and capital goods and input can be availed in one installment or multiple installments. Capital goods purchased today can avail the ITC today. Input goods purchased today can avail the ITC today itself. So in one installment itself I can avail the ITC. So here A, B, C, D is there. A said in 36 installments, B in 12 installments, C in 1 installment, D in 6 installments. The right answer is C. In 1 installment you can avail the ITC. Further, question number 5. Tax paying document in section 16, subsection 2 is, in case of import, bill of entry. In that, IGST part can avail the ITC. Invoice raised on RCM basis if the recipient procured the goods or services from uninsured person, the recipient should raise the invoice. So in that case, that is a valid document to avail the ITC. In the given case, answer A, B, C, D is there. A, bill of entry, invoice raised on RCM basis, RCM supplies. B, acknowledged copy of tax paid to department. C, supply invoice by the recipient. D, any of the above. So the appropriate answer to avail the ITC under section 16(2), there must be possession of tax invoice, which may be bill of entry also. So right answer here is B, bill of entry in the case of import, my dear friends. Further referring to you, question number 6. Whether depreciation and tax component of capital goods is permissible? A, yes. B, no. C, input tax credit is eligible only if depreciation and tax component is not availed. D, none of the above. The most right appropriate answer here is C, input tax credit is eligible only if depreciation and tax component is not availed, is the right answer in the given case. Question number 7. Proportionate credit for capital goods is allowed for business and non-business purpose. B, for business or non-business purpose. C, both of the above. D, none of the above. So if I use the capital goods for business purpose as well as non-business purpose, then proportionately the credit for non-business purpose ITC not allowed. The capital goods on which GST, proportionately credit is allowed if it is used for business purpose. So the right answer here is for business purpose and non-business purpose. You bifurcate the credit. The credit belongs to business purpose, ITC allowed. Right answer here is A. A is the right answer for question number 7. Further referred to, my dear friends, question number 8. Banking company or financial institution having an option of claiming, yes, input tax credit, whatever eligible, or you forget and straight away 50% on input goods, input services, capital goods, claim ITC, balance 50%, leave it. Such a 2 options are available. Either one can be eligible to avail. In that case, A, eligible credit or 50% credit. B, only 50% credit. C, only eligible credit. D, eligible credit and 50% credit. So the right answer, appropriate answer here is A. In the given case, A is the right answer. Eligible credit or 50% of credit. Either one option can eligible. That means either eligible credit can avail. If you leave it that and go with straight away to claim 50% input tax credit and balance 50% forego. So either one option is eligible for financial institutions. So right answer here is question number 8. 9 referring here. Question number 9. A supplier of the goods or services paid tax under section 74, which is not paid so far acting fraudulently. Section 129, detention, seizure, and 130 in the case of a confiscation of the goods. In that cases, the supplier coming forward to pay the tax. In that case, receiver of the goods can avail the input tax credit is a blocked credit, absolute credit not allowed. Therefore, right answer here is no. Answer B, not eligible to avail ITC. Further, question number 10. Can the unutilized input tax credit be transferred in case of change in constitution of business? Yes. So far, partnership firm became now private limited company. The partnership firm assets and liabilities will become the assets and liabilities of the private limited company. In that case, input tax credit unutilized of the partnership firm will automatically transfer to the new company as input tax receivable. When means A, B, C, D is given. A, not possible. B, no, it will be exhaust. C, yes, it will be transferred only if there is a provision for transfer of liability. D, it will be treated only if it is shown in the books of accounts of transferor. The most appropriate answer here C. Yes, the input tax credit of the transferor can be transferred to the transferee along with the assets and liabilities. In that case, answer C is the right answer here. Further, question number 11, referring as follows. The time limit beyond which if the goods are not returned, the capital goods sent for job work shall be treated as supply. The set time limit is in case of input goods 1 year. In case of capital goods 3 years. Here they said capital goods. If so, 3 years where A not so, B not so, C 3 years time period. Yes, C is the right answer. D 3 months not so. So right answer here is C is the right answer. 3 years time period is there for a principal who send the goods for job work, which is capital goods. Job worker can return. If not return for a period of 3 years from date of dispatch, it will be treated as supply for the principal. Question number 12. Provisional input tax credit can be utilized against A, any tax liability, B, self-assessed output tax liability, C, interest penalty and fine, D, fine. So the right answer here is only for self-assessed tax liability you are going to pay, that time input tax credit can be availed. So right answer is B. Question number 13. If there is mismatch of supplier's outward supply and recipient claim for input tax credit on the same transaction, what is to be done? Repeating again, question number 13 says, if there is a mismatch of supplier outward supply and recipient claim for input tax credit on the same transaction, A, it shall be added as output tax liability in the hands of the receiver. B, it shall be reduced as output tax liability in the hands of receiver. C, it shall be increased as input tax credit in the hands of the receiver. D, it shall be decreased as input tax credit in the hands of the supplier. The most right answer, if mismatch of the supplier output liability with the input tax credit of the receiver, then to that extent receiver not eligible to claim ITC. Therefore, it shall be added as output tax liability in the hands of the receiver is the right answer. Answer number A, point number A is the right answer. Question number 14. Input tax credit in electronic credit ledger can be utilized for payment of interest? Sorry, no. Can be utilized for payment of penalty? No. Can be utilized for payment of fine? No. Can be utilized for payment of taxes? Yes. So right answer here is D. Referring to you, question number 15. If the goods are received in lots or installments, in that case, when we can avail the ITC, sir? When received last lot, that time only full ITC allowed. Is clear? Let us see what are the points A, B, C D says A, 50% of ITC can be taken on receipt of first lot and balance 50% on receipt of last lot. It is not so. Second point number B, ITC can be availed upon receipt of last lot. So is the most appropriate answer. Let us see point number C, 100% of ITC can be taken on receipt of first lot. It is not so. D, proportionate ITC can be availed on receipt of the each installments or lot. It is not so. So right answer here is B. B is the right answer. ITC can be availed upon receipt of last lot only. Full ITC allowed. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Form to be applied for registration. Application for registration. Many times I said in the class also, form GST REG01, where it is suiting here. Point number C is the right answer. Form GST REG01 is the application for registration. Question number 2. Days with which a person should apply for registration. Here, within 30 days from the date of need arises, go for registration. Days within 30 days from the date of he become liable for registration is most appropriate answer. Point number B is the right answer in the given case. Question number 3. What is the validity of the registration certificate? Once you obtain the certificate of registration, till its cancellation is valid. Where it is there? Point number C, valid till the date of its cancellation. So right answer here is C. Question number 4. When a voluntary registration be cancelled, if a person does not start business within 6 months from the date of registration, B, business has been discontinued to transfer for any reason, C, non-filing of return for a continuous period of 6 months, D, all of the above. All the above causes cancellation of registration when you opt in voluntarily. Therefore, point number D is the right answer in the given case. Question number 4. Revocation of cancellation can be made within which period? My dear sir, this question got amended in recent past. Revocation of cancellation can be made within a period of 90 days from the date of issue of cancellation order. Prior to that, it was 30 days. In the given study material, point number D is the right answer, but it is now revised to 90 days. 90 days time period is there from the date of cancellation. You can apply for revocation of cancellation of registration. So right answer here is D. By adding amendment within 90 days from the date of issue of cancellation order, you have time limit to apply for revocation of cancellation of registration. Question number 6. The registration certificate granted to non-resident taxable person is valid for 90 days from the date of effective date of registration or the period specified in the registration certificate, whichever is earlier is a concept we are regularly referred. 90 days time period, the period for which they sought for registration, whichever is earlier. So A, B, C, D. C is the right answer here. So 90 days. C is the right answer for a period of 90 days or the period for which they sought for registration, whichever is earlier. Up to that, non-resident taxable person registration is valid. Question number 7. Within how many days a person should apply for registration under GST apart from provision of voluntary registration? As I told sometimes before, 30 days time period is there from the date of need arises to go for registration. But in the given case A, B, C, D, there nowhere the 30 days time period has been mentioned. A says within 60 days from the date of become liable for registration. It is not so. B says within 0 days from the date he become liable for registration. He has, see, 30 days time period is a gap given to go for registration because immediately you cannot go. If I am able to go immediately, today I cross the limit of 40 lakhs turnover as supplier of the goods in the state of Tamil Nadu. Today itself I want to go for making the application for registration, do it. Sometimes practically difficulty, therefore 30 days time is maximum time 30 days, minimum 0. So in that case, the right answer here is point number B. within 0 days from the date he become liable for registration, he can apply for registration. Is it clear, my dear friends? Point number C cannot consider as an answer. No time limit. Time limit is there maximum 30 days. Therefore, point number C cannot be answered. Point number D, within 90 days, that point not arises here. So minimum is 0, maximum 30 days. So the most appropriate answer is 0 because here 30 days not given. That's why. Question number 8, reading as follows. Kalim and Associates make an application for cancellation of registration in the month of March due to closure of its business. Its application for cancellation of registration was approved 4th September by the proper officer by passing an order for the same on 14th September. In the given case, Kalim and Associates is required to file final return. My dear friends, final return. It is GST year 10. Final return due date is within 3 months from the date of the cancellation order or from the date of approved for cancellation, among the two, whichever is later, from the date within 3 months. Got the clarity? Within 3 months from the date. So when the cancellation of registration approved 4th September, but order passed when 14th September, 4th September or 14th September, whichever is later. Which is later? 14th September. From that 3 months. So 14th September to 14th October, 1 month. Thereafter 14th November, 2 months. 14th December, 3 months. So within the 3 months, on or before 14th December, I should file the GST 10 return as a final return. Where it is matching here, A says required to file final return on or before, nothing given, so it is not correct. The B says required to file return on or before 30th September, it is not so. C says required to file the final return on or before 30th September, no. D says required to file return on or before 14th December, yes, within 3 months. So from 14th September to 3 months, 14th December is the right answer to file and the final return, GSTR 10. Further, my dear friends, question number 9. A non-resident taxable person is required to apply for registration. A non-resident taxable person, when should apply? Regularly I said for a casual taxable person as well as non-resident taxable person. For them, they have to apply for registration at least 5 days before their commencement of the business by paying the advance tax. So where it is matching here? Point number A, 30 days, not so. Point number B, 60 days, not so. Point number C, at least 5 days prior to the commencement of business is right answer. Point number C, right answer. D says within 1800 days. It is not so. Therefore, point number C is right answer. Question number 10. Prem and Sons had taken GST registration on 1st January but failed to furnish GST return for the next 6 months. Owing to this, the proper officer cancelled its registration on 25th July and served the order for cancellation of registration on 31st July. Now, Prem and Sons wants to revoke the cancellation of registration, up to which date an application for revocation of cancellation of registration can be filed, assuming no extension to set time limit has been granted. My dear friends, in the given case, earlier there was 30 days. Now it has been extended to 90 days. That means the 30 days time period has been revised to 90 days. Up to 90 days from the date of the passing the order of cancellation, you have the right to apply for revocation of cancellation of registration. 90 days time period. Therefore, order when they passed 31st of July. So, August. How many days? 31 days. September 30 days, October 29 days. So you got here how many days here? 90 days. So 90 days ends on 29th October. So where it is matching here? D. Right answer here is D. Earlier it was 30 days. Now law got amended. 30 days replaced as 90 days. So in the exam point of view, 90 days time period is relevant. So in the given case, they given here how much? Answer 10, question number 10, answer is A. It was 30 days time period, old answer. Now revised answer is 90 days time period is there. 30 days replaced as a 90 days time period to apply for cancellation, for revocation of cancellation of registration. From the date of passing the order of cancellation, 90 days time period is there to apply for revocation of cancellation of registration. Is clear, my dear friends? Furthermore, referring, my dear friends, question number 1. Tax invoice must be issued by every supplier, B. every taxable person, C. registered person not paying the tax under composition scheme, D. all the above. The right answer here is point number C. Registered person who is not opted the composition scheme should issue the tax invoice. Question number 2. A bill of supply can be issued in case of interstate and intrastate. A. Exempted supplies. B. Supplies to uninsured persons. B. Compete. C. Both of the above. D. None of the above. Here, exempted supplies for which bill of supply can be issued, intrastate as well as interstate. Answer here is A. Question number 3. An invoice must be issued at the time of removal of the goods. Yes, for the removal of the goods, the invoice should be issued as per section 31. In case of 31, section 1, in case of supply of goods, on or before supply of the goods. So at the time of supply of goods, the first answer is correct answer. So need not be referred the B, C and D also. Therefore, here the right answer here is A for the question number 3. Question number 4. A continuous supply of goods requires one of the following. A must. Continuous supply of goods, which is the time taken to complete for a period more than 3 months. The goods must be notified by the commissioner, not required. B. The contract for supply lasts for a minimum period of 3 months, more than 3 months is also not so. C. The supply is made by means of wire, cable, pipeline and other kind. Of course, continuous supply takes place in that route only. However, they are asking continuous supply of goods requires one of the following as a must. So, point number D, if you refer, supplier invoices the recipient on a regular periodic basis. Regular periodic basis issue of invoices is required. So, it is most appropriate answer is point number D for question number 4. 5. The time limit for issue of tax invoice in case of continuous supply of goods. A. At the time of issue of statement of account where the successor account are involved. B. At the time of receipt of payment if the payment are received prior to the issue of accounts. C. On a monthly basis. D. As and when demanded by the recipient. The most appropriate answer in the case of continuous supply of goods, time limit to issue invoice is as and when the statement is submitted. Therefore, the point number A is the most appropriate right answer. Question number 6. The tax invoice should be issued dash the date of supply of service. Tax invoice within 30 days from the date of the completion of supply of service. Which one here? Answer A is the right answer. So, if that is the case, B, C, D not required to refer. Save the time in the exam. Further, my dear friends, question number 7. For an increase in the taxable value, a debit note for the GST purpose should be issued by the supplier, should be issued by the recipient, must be issued by the supplier, may be issued by the recipient. The most appropriate here is if I supply for 1 lakh worth of the goods invoice, it is 1 lakh 50. The balance 50,000, I have to raise a debit note. Thereby, I should increase my liability. Therefore, supplier should be issued by the supplier, where he can increase his tax liability. So, right answer is A. Question number 7 is A. Question number 8. The receipt voucher must contain details of the goods and services, invoice references, full value of supply. None of the above. Right answer is A. Details of the goods and services for where I receive the advance payment, I should issue the receipt voucher. Question number 9. Subhash and Company, a registered person, supplies taxable goods to unregistered person if need not issue tax invoice if the value of supply of goods to such person is and the recipient does not require such invoice, where the value is less than rupees 200, even not equal to 100. So here, which is the answer? Not so, not so is the right answer. It is not so. Less than 200, the value, supply made to unregistered person, recipient not require any invoice, tax invoice, then can issue considered invoice. The value should be less than 200 in a day. So right answer is C. Question number 10. Invoice shall be prepared in dash in case of taxable supply of goods and in dash in case of taxable supply of services. Supply of goods, generally invoice should be triplicate. Original for the buyer, duplicate for the transporter, triplicate for the seller. So here triplicate. 3. Supply of services, invoice should be original for recipient, duplicate of invoice should be written by the supplier of service. So here too, triplicate and duplicate, where matching answer A is the right answer. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Furthermore, referring to, my dear friends, question number 1. Payment of tax by the normal taxpayer is to be done on monthly basis by the dash of the succeeding month. By 20th of following month, you have to make the payment in general. So right answer here is A. Answer A is the right answer. Question number 2. CGST or UTGST credit shall be utilized towards payment of IGST only when the balance of ITC in CGST account is dash for payment of IGST, namely integrated tax. When not available, CGST account not available credit, go for SGST or UTGST credit for making the payment of IGST. So the right answer here is answer A. Question number 2, right answer is A. Further, my dear friends, question number 3, referring here, all liabilities of taxable person under this act shall be recorded and maintained in dash electronic liability ledger. Where it is matching here? Point number C, electronic liability register is the right answer. Question number 4. The taxable person who makes an undue or excess credit of input tax credit or excess reduction in output tax liability shall pay interest on such undue or excess claim of such amount of undue or excess reduction as the case may be, at the rate of what rate of interest if you misuse the input tax credit? Simple, 24% per annum. Section 50 section 3 of the CGST will apply. Where it is coming here? Point number B. Right answer here is B. Question number 5, referring as follows. The details of outward supplies of goods or services should be submit A. 10th of the succeeding month, 18th of the succeeding month, 15th of the succeeding month, 20th of succeeding month. In the given case, appropriate answer is A. 10th of the succeeding month. Now the time limit has been extended to 11th of the succeeding month. Just 1 return filing due date they are asking. Further, question number 6. Details of outward supply shall include invoice, credit, debit note, revised invoices issued in relation to outward supplies, all the above. Details containing all the above, all the things. It's invoice details, credit note details, debit note details, revised tax invoice details, all those should be shown in the GST 1 return. Outward supplies. Question number 7. Details submitted by the outward supplier in the form gesture 1 shall be furnished to the recipient regular dealer in the form of gesture 2b. Now here where 2b is coming, here actually 2a, now replace it as a gesture 2b. Therefore right answer here is C. My outward supply will be auto populated in the recipient gesture 2b written. Further, question number 8. The details of inward supplies of the goods assessed in the form GSTR 2 shall be submitted by, not GSTR 2 my dear sir, now it is represented GSTR 2B, GSTR 2B written. In that case, time limit is by 15th of the following month. Here will coming 15th of the following month, the name is succeeding month. Is the right answer is C. Further, question number 9. The first return shall be filed by every registered taxable person for the period from the date of liable for registration till the date he obtained the certificate of registration. For that period, first return should be submitted. So right answer is A. The date on which he becomes liable for registration till the date of grant of registration. Point number A. It's a right answer. So B, C and D not required to read. Question number 10. Balance in electronic credit ledger can be utilized against payment of course, output tax liability, output tax only. Answer A. Here answer here is A. Correct answer. Input tax credit can be utilized only for payment of taxes, not for interest, not for penalty, not for late fee. For interest, penalty, late fee, what to be utilized? Electronic cash ledger, not electronic credit ledger. Is clear, my dear friends? Further, now I am referring, my dear sir, as a whole GST, they have given in study material exercise. There are 20 questions are there, which also relevant, one can expect in the examination. So referring one by one. Here, question number 1. Under which article of the Constitution of India GST Council has been constituted? Article 279 capital A. Article 279 capital A. Under that article, the government, the GST Council has been constituted, is a constitutional authority. Further referring to you, question number 2. Goods and services tax network is 100% government owned entity. Government entity is today. Therefore, right answer here is point number C. With 10 crores of capital, there is no problem. Question number 3. The term supply includes sale, transfer, barter, all the above. All the above. Question number D is the question number 3. Point number D is the right answer. Question number 4. Which of the following activities or transactions shall be treated neither supply of goods nor supply of services? Sale of land and building. B. Lease of land. C. Rent of a building. D. All the above. Only point number A. Sale of land and building is supply excludes. Therefore, neither supply of goods nor supply of services. Question number 4. Answer here is A. Question number 5. Gift not exceeding dash in the value of financial year by an employer to an employee shall not be treated as supply of goods, not supply of services. Not exceed rupees 50,000 in a financial year. So where is matching? Here A. A is the right answer. In the case of question number 5, A is the right answer. Question number 6. A hotel provides 4-day 3 nights package with the facility of breakfast. This is a mixed supply, composite supply, both mixed and composite, none of the above. Is a composite supply, is naturally bundled with the hotel industry. Therefore, answer is B. Question number 6, answer is composite supply. Question number 7. Which of the following is or the essential elements of a mixed supply? A. Supply is made by taxable person to a recipient. Okay. B. Supply consists of 2 or more individual supplies of the goods or services or both or any combination thereof, but it is not naturally bundled. Of course. C. Supply is made for a single price. Yes. D. All the above. So all the above is called as mixed supply. Right answer here is D. Question number 7. D is the right answer. Question number 8. In case of import of goods, which type of GST applicable? It is interstate supply. IGST will apply. Where is matching? D. D is the right answer. Question number 9. Reverse charge means the liability to pay tax by dash of the supply of goods or receiver, supply of goods or services or both. Receiver liable to pay GST department is called RCM, reverse charge mechanism. Therefore, right answer is A. B, C, D not required to read. Further, question number 10. Which of the following can be issued by government to exempt goods and or services on which tax is leviable in exceptional cases by way of special order? Here answer B is the right answer. Further, question number 11. Renting of precinct of a religious place meant for general public owned or managed by a charitable or religious trust under section 12A of the Income Tax Act 1961 shall be exempt if A. Renting of rooms where per day charges are less than 1000. B. Renting of shops or other spaces for business or commerce where the charges per month are less than rupees 10,000. C. Renting of premises, community hall or open area where the charges per day are less than rupees 10,000. All the three. Therefore, question number D. Here, question number 11, point number D. All the above. Yes, all the above will qualify exemption. Question number 12. For which of the following goods the manufacturer is not allowed to opt for composition scheme? Pan masala, yes. Ice cream, yes. Tobacco, yes. All the three not qualify for composition scheme. Therefore, all the above is the right answer. Point number D is the right answer here. Question number 13. The time of supply of goods where supplier is liable to pay tax and forward charge shall be, you are aware of that, the date of issue of invoice or last date to issue the invoice, whichever is earlier as per section 31 subsection 1 of the CGST. Here A says date of actual issue of invoice by supplier. B, the last date to issue of invoice as per section 31(1) to issue the invoice with respect to the supply. C, the date on which the supplier receives the payment with respect to supply. Payment is immaterial here. Supply of goods is considered. So D, A or B, whichever is earlier is the right answer. A or B among whichever is earlier is the time of supply of goods. Question number 14. The transaction value for computation of value of supply can be rejected if the supplier and recipient are related parties, if the price has no sole consideration. So where is matching? Point number A, the buyer and seller are related person and price is not the sole consideration. That itself the correct answer. Where transaction value not applicable, valuation rules are applicable. Therefore, point number A is the right answer in the given case. Reading question number 15. In case goods disposed of by way of free sample, supplier can't avail the ITC. Where it is matching here? Point number C. Supplier cannot claim ITC is the right answer if the goods supplied freely. Why? Blocked credit, as you are aware of that. Question number 16. If the goods are received in installments, then ITC can be availed. Already we referred. Again, it is repeated here. So ITC can be availed on receipt of last installment. On receipt of last installment. Point number C is the right answer in the given question number 16. Question number 17. Persons who is liable to be registered under section 22 or section 24 compulsory registration shall be applied for registration in every such state or unitary in which he is liable within 30 days from the date of lead arranges where matching first point. So answer A is the right answer in the given case. Question number 18. The tax invoice shall be prepared in dash in case of supply of goods, in dash in case of services. Supply of goods, triplicate. Original for buyer, duplicate for transporter, triplicate for seller. Supplier of services, invoice should be prepared in duplicate. Original for the recipient, duplicate for the supplier. In that case, where matching it is triplicate, duplicate. Point number C is the right answer. This is repeated one. Sometime before I refer this point also in the same similar questions of MCQs. Question number 19. Annual return is a summary of GSTR 1, GSTR 3B, GSTR 4. All the above, yes. Summary of annual return. Annual return means what? GSTR 9. Summary of all the returns. Question number 20. Payment of tax is required. Dash filing return. Payment of tax is required before or at the time of filing the return. So payment of tax should be required before or at the time of filing the return. Answer number here D is the right answer. D is the right answer. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Further referring to my dear friends. Question number 1. The limit of exclusive economic zone of India is dash from the nearest point of baseline 200 nautical miles. We referred in the regular class. A is the right answer. Not required to refer B, C, D. Exclusive economic zone extended up to 200 nautical miles from the baseline. Question number 2. Which of the following is taxable event for import of goods at the time of goods crossing the customs barrier? So answer, if you say here A, date on which the goods cross the customs barrier itself is the right answer. So not required to refer B, C and D to save the time. Question number 3. Basic custom duty on imported goods is levied at the rate specified in first schedule of the customs, second schedule of the customs tax manual, customs manual. Sir, Customs Tariff Act 1975 has 2 schedules. First schedule talks about the rate of duties for imported goods. Second schedule talks about rate of duties for exported goods. Here for imported goods, first schedule of the Customs Tariff Act refers. Therefore, right answer is A. Answer is A for the question number 3. Question number 4. For the purpose of computing IGST on imported goods, one of the following shall not be included in the value of computation. GST compensation cess, B, social welfare, anti-dumping duty, none of them. See, point number A, GST compensation cess should not include for computing the IGST. These two are mutually exclusive. IGST and GST compensation cess, both are mutually exclusive. One not going to apply on the other. So right answer in the question number A is point number A. Question number 5. Where the insurance amount is not available for ascertaining the assessable value for custom duty, the percentage of FOB value to be taken as you are aware of that as per rule number 10 at the rate of 1.125% on FOB value, where matching E, B. B is the right answer. Question number 6. Where the transportation charges is not available for ascertaining the assessable value for custom duty, the percentage of FOB value to be taken as 20% at the rate of 20% of the FOB value, where it is matching point number B. Point number B is the right answer. Further, my dear friends, question number 7. Transportation charges are incurred by the importer for transporting goods from factory of the exporter to the port of exportation shall be included in the statement in the assembly value. Is this statement correct? Yes, it is FOB value included. Therefore, answer here A. Question number 7, A is the answer. Question number 8. As per section 2, section 31, person in charge means vessel master, train conductor or guard, vehicle driver. All the above. Yes. Point number D is the right answer. Question number 9. Goods which are same in all aspects, in all respects, including physical quantity, is known as identical goods, where it is matching point number A. So right answer is A for the question number 9. Question number 10. Buying commission shall be included in assembly value. Is the statement correct? Absolutely not. Buying commission is a bulk discount, should not be included in the assembly value. If it is available, eliminate it. So you should not consider the buying commission. So here the right answer is A. No, buying commission should not be considered for computation of subsidy value for imported goods. Is clear? Right answer here is A. Got the clarity, my dear friends? With this, I have covered all the MCQs, multiple choice questions available in our study material, paper number 7, CMA Inter, Indirect Taxation Section B. All the best, my dear friends, for your exams.